Welcome back students to the video lecture series. I am Adil Mansoori from Civil Engineering Department of LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. Welcome back students to the video lecture series. I am Adil Mansoori from Civil Engineering Department of LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. So dear students, in the previous videos we have already done the derivations of self-cleansing velocity as well as hydraulic characteristics of seawater when running full and when running partially full. Okay, so let us today start with the numericals related to those formulae. Okay, so the first numerical of the day is a main combined sewer is to be designed to serve an area of 20 square kilometers with a population density of 250 persons per hectare. The average rate of sewage flow is 300 LPCD and the maximum flow is 60% in excess of average together with the rainfall equivalent of 15 mm in 24 hours, all of which appears as runoff. Okay, so determine the capacity of the sewer taking the maximum velocity of flow as 2 meter per second and determine the size of the circular sewer. Okay, so let us start. So here dear students, they have given us that area is, so let us start with the solution. They have given area equals to 20 square kilometer. Okay, so that is equals to 20 into 10 to the power 6 meter square. Right, now population density is 250 person per hectare. Okay, so this will be equals to 250 divided by 10 to the power 4. Here will be persons and divided by meter square. Why? Because 1 hectare equals to 10 to the power 4 meter square. Clear? So therefore total population will be equals to 250 divided by 10 to the power 4 into 20 into 10 to the power 6. Okay, so this will be equals to 5 lakh people. Okay, so total population will be equals to 5 lakh people. Now they have given us that the wastewater flow, that is the average flow, is 300 LPCD, right? So average sewage flow equals to 300 LPCD. Okay, and maximum flow they have given is 1.6 of the average flow. Okay, so let us now start with the calculation of the sewage flow. So average sewage flow will be equals to population into discharge, that is in LPCD, right? That is liters per capita per day, right? So what is the total population? 5 lakh people, right? And what is the discharge? That is 300 per head. Okay, so this will be equals to 15 into 10 to the power 7 liters per day, right? We want to convert it into meter cube per second, so this will be equals to 15 into 10 to the power 6 into 10 to the power minus 3, right, divided by 24 into 36 right? So this will be equals to 1.736 meter cube per second. Okay, now they have given that maximum flow is equals to 1.6 times average sewage flow, right? So this will be equals to 1.6 into 1.736, that will be equals to 2.778 meter cube per second. So this is the dry flow, right? Now we need to find out the storm water flow. Okay, so let us find out the storm water flow. So storm water flow will be equals to area into precipitation, right? So area is given as 20 square kilometer, right? That is 20 into 10 to the power 6 meter square, right? Into precipitation is given as 15 mm, right? So 15 mm I am converting into meter, and in how many hours? That is 24 hours, right? So divided by 24 into 3600. Clear? So this will be in meter cube per second. Why? Because this is in meter square, right? This is in meter, right? Because dividing by 1000, right? Mm is divided by 1000, then it will get converted into meter, right? And this is 24 hours and multiplied with 3600, so this will be in seconds. Okay, so this comes out to be equals to 3.472 meter cube per second. Okay, so therefore total flow of combined sewer will be equals to 2.778 plus 3.472, right? So this comes out to be equals to 6.25 meter cube per second, right? So this is the capacity of the sewer, right? Now they have given that the velocity of flow is 2 meter, right? Now velocity of flow equals to 2 meter per second, right? So we know that Q equals to AV, right? Therefore Q is 6.25, right? What will be area? Area will be pi by 4 into d square, and velocity is 2 meters, right? So this comes out to be equals to d equals to 1.995 meter, right? So therefore we can say that provide diameter of sewer equals to 2 meter. Okay, so this will be your answer. Okay students. Okay students, so let us now start with another numerical, that is design the size of a circular sewer for a discharge of 1000 liters per second and running half full. Take S equals to 0.0001 and N equals to 0.012. Okay, so let us begin. So here they have given that the sewer is running half full, right? So when the sewer is running half full, D by capital D is always equals to 0.5. Agree? Right? Then from the formula of cos alpha, cos of alpha by 2 equals to 1 minus 2d by d, right? So this will be equals to 1 minus 0.5 into 2, right? So this will be equals to 0, that is cos of alpha by 2 equals to 0. Therefore cos of alpha equals to 0, and therefore alpha equals to 180 degrees. Agree? Now we know that okay students, so now actual area of flow, that is small a by capital A, actual area of flow, that is small a, will be equals to pi by 4 d square into alpha by 360 minus sine alpha upon 2 pi, right? This is the formula that we have already derived. So this will be equals to pi by 4 into d square into alpha by 360, right? What is alpha? Alpha, that is 180, right? Minus sine alpha will be 0. Okay, so this will be equals to pi by 4 into d square into 1 by 2, and area will be equals to pi d square by 8. Okay, so now hydraulic mean depth R will be equals to d by 4 into 1 minus 360 sine alpha upon 2 pi alpha, right? So this will be equals to d by 4 to 1 minus alpha is 0, so this will be 0. So R will be equals to d by 4. Clear? So we need to find out the discharge, right? So discharge is given by equals to AV, right? But we don't know V, so we will use V as Manning's formula, right? So therefore Q will be equals to 1 by N into A into R raised to 2 by 3 into S raised to 1 by 2, right? Now where Q is equals to 1000, right? That is liters per second, so I'll convert it into meter cube per second, that is 1 meter cube per second, right? Then what is the N value? N, that is equals to capital N, that will be 0.012. Clear? And they have given S equals to 0.001, sorry, 0001, right? So therefore Q equals to 1 by N A R raised to 2 by 3 S raised to 1 by 2. Therefore Q is 1. 1 upon N is 0.012. What is the area that we have to find out? Sorry, so what is the area? Area that we have found out is pi d square by 8 into R, that is we have found out, that is d by 4, and S is 0.001. 0.0001, right? So this will be equals to D equals to 2.15 meters, right? So when you solve this equation, you will get diameter equals to 2.15 meter. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you, right? Okay students, so let us now start with another numerical. The data says calculate the diameter and discharge of a circular sewer laid at a slope of 1 in 500 when running full and with the velocity of 1 meter per second. Take Manning's constant as 0.012. Okay, so let us start with the solution. They have given that slope is, let us start with the solution first. So they have given bed slope as 1 by 500. Okay, and sewer is running half full. Okay, so for half full condition we can say that area will be half of the full area, right? And they have given velocity as 1 meter per second and Manning's constant is 0.012. Okay, so now what we shall do is let D be the diameter of the sewer, right? Clear? Then for full running condition, now for sewer running half full condition, A is equals to 1 by 2 capital A, right? So this will be equals to 1 by 2 into pi by 4 d square, right? So this will be pi d square by 8. Clear? Now talking about the wetted perimeter, it will be exactly as half of the wetted perimeter when flowing full, right? So 1 by 2 into pi d, that is equals to pi d by 2, right? So therefore we can say that hydraulic mean depth R equals to small a by small p, that is equals to pi by 8 into d square upon pi d by 2, right? So this will be equals to d by 4. Clear? Because pi will get cancelled out, 2 into this will be 4 and 1d and 1d will get cancelled out, so this will be equals to d by 4, right? R will be equals to d by 4. Now using Manning's formula, that is V equals to 1 by n R raised to 2 by 3 S raised to 1 by 2, right? What is the velocity they have given? 1. What is n they have given? 0.012. R is nothing but d by 4, right? D by 4. And what is S they have given is 1 by 500. So R raised to 2 by 3 and S raised to 1 by 2, right? So therefore D by 4 raised to 2 by 3 will be equals to 0.2683, and therefore diameter of the sewer will be equals to 0.56 meter. Clear? So you can say that provide diameter of sewer as 0.56 meter. Okay, now for discharge, Q equals to AV, right? So this will be equals to pi by 4 into d square, right, into V, but this is for full condition, right? But for half full condition, pi by 8 into d square into V, right? So this will be pi by 8 into 0.56 square into velocity, that is 1, right? So this comes out to be equals to 0.123 meter cube per second. Fine. So this is the discharge of the wastewater when sewer is running half full and is at a gradient of 1 in 500 and has a velocity 1 meter. Clear? So this is how the numericals is solved. I hope you must have understood. So let us start with one more numerical. So the data says that calculate the velocity of flow and discharge in a sewer of a circular section having diameter 1 meter, laid at a gradient of 1 in 400, and the sewer runs partially full at 0.6 meter depth. Use Manning's formula taking n equals to 0.012, right? So here let's start with the solution. They have given that diameter is 1 meter and depth of flow that will be 0.6 meter, right? Slope they have given is 1 by 400, right? So let me show you the figure. So this is the circular section, right? And the diameter is 1 meter, okay, and depth of flow is 0.6 meter, right? So this will be angle alpha, right? So this will be the case. Now we know that d by d will be equals to 1 by 2 into 1 minus cos of alpha by 2, right? We have discussed and derived this equation in the hydraulic characteristics of sewer, right? So this will be equals to 0.6 by 1 equals to 1 by 2 into 1 minus cos of alpha by 2, right? Therefore 1.2 equals to 1 minus cos of alpha by 2, and therefore cos of alpha by 2 will be equals to 1 minus 1.2, that is equals to minus of 0.2, right? So cos of alpha by 2 is given as minus of 0.2, therefore alpha by 2 will be equals to cos inverse of minus 0.2, so that will be equals to 200 so alpha by 2 will be equals to 101.54, right? So therefore alpha will be 2 times 101.54, and that will be equals to 203.74, sorry, 203.07 degrees, right? Now we know that proportionate velocity is given by 1 minus 360 sine alpha upon 2 pi alpha raised to 2 by 3, right? So this will be equals to 1 minus 360 sine of 203.07 divided by 2 pi into 203.07, right, raised to power 2 by 3. So solving this, we get V by capital V equals to 1 minus of 0.11 raised to 2 by 3. Okay, so small v by capital V will be equals to 1.072. Okay, now we know that V equals to 1 by n r raised to 2 by 3 s raised to 1 by 2, right, where r will be equals to d by 4, right. So therefore V will be equals to 1 by 0.012 r d by 4. D by 4, instead of d by 4 I am writing 1 by 4, right, raised to 2 by 3, and s is 1 by 400 raised to power 1 by 2. So the velocity of flow for sewer running full will be 1.65 meter per second. So if capital V is 1.65, then small v will be 1.072 into capital V, that will be equals to 1.072 into 1.65, that will be equals to 1.77 meter per second. Okay, so the velocity of flow when the sewer is running at a depth of 0.6 meter, then the velocity of flow will be 1.77 meter per second. Okay, let us now find out the proportionate discharge, right. So proportionate discharge will be small q by capital Q. It is given by alpha by 360 minus sine alpha by 2 pi alpha, right, sorry, 2 pi into 1 minus 360 sine alpha upon 2 pi alpha raised to power 2 by 3, right. So this will be equals to 203.07 divided by 360 minus sine of 203.07 divided by 2 into pi, right, into 1 minus 360 sine of 203.07 divided by 2 pi into 203.07 raised to 2 by 3. So this comes out to be equals to 0.564 plus 0.062, right, into 1.072. So this will be equals to 0.626 into 1.072. So this will be equals to 0.6711, right. So therefore we can say that capital Q is A into V, right. So what is A? A will be 3.14 into 1 square divided by 4 into velocity, that is 1.65. So capital Q we have got is 1.295 meter cube per second, right. So from that, Q by capital Q will be equals to 0.671, and capital Q we have found out 1.295. Therefore small q will be 0.671 into 1.295, and that will be equals to 0.8 0.69 meter cube per second. Okay, so dear students, this is how the numerical is solved. Okay, I hope you must have got the clear idea how the numerical is solved. Okay, so that's all for this particular topics. We will discuss some new topics in the next video.